Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mega Man Revolution playthrough. I'm Heavy Sigh, with me is Maswastaken, and a new guest.
I am the moon. But you already know that.
Awesome, you'll be the perfect thing we need to take on Sawman.
Does he have a coat hanger for a hand?
Yes, actually, he was built without hands. Oh yeah, we got an achievement.
What for? Just starting?
Do you know what it's like to have no hands?
Defeating 1,000 robots gets us an achievement.
But why did you get it there?
All he could do is chop up
I'm
logs
guessing...
and give abortions. That's all he can do.
So here we have the Blade Runner, who chucks saws at you and looks slightly like Metal Man.
That's
According to the manual, he's a prototype of Metal Man.
That is no Harrison Ford.
That is... No, it's really just Metal Man, except he lost his doctor's license.
A lot of Metal Men lost their doctor's license in the Great Medical Crash.
Well, yeah.
Also, fall down this side for the letter.
What does the letter spell?
Megaman R.
Yes. We also need them for later. But they don't give us anything important.
Don't need nothing important, but we totally need them. Honest,
Yep.
guys.
Once again, Sound Blaster murders basically everything.
Good thing you don't need it for the boss.
Let's get that energy.
I'm sure it pisses off the neighborhood.
Psych, it was a medal.
Yeah, I bet you learned your lesson
What?
in like the 20 practice runs you did.
What are you talking about? This is like my first time seeing the
Are you
game.
kidding me? Every time that metal kicked your ass.
Yeah. Those things will only be large energies. You don't have to worry about, like, large weapon energies or anything.
It's gonna be a
Oh,
small
no, you're starting.
energy.
What are you
fake
gonna do?
T-tanks.
Oh.
And here's the next Saw room.
Oh.
Saw hitboxes are kind of wonky, so don't try and test them.
Well, you mean they're square, but they're clearly circles?
Yeah.
They seem to be very forgiving right there.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, that was just exactly 1 second. It's fast enough. If I was any slower, I would have died.
Your pinky power here, really doesn't
Is
look...
important as we need.
Really doesn't look like you're
wait.
using something.
Oh, I'm running fast, so it makes me invincible.
Shouldn't you turn red for that?
Except to things that can kill me.
No.
No. Pink.
Well, if you were red,
No.
you could go faster.
Well,
No.
pink, but if with pink you're embarrassed, so you go faster.
No.
That way you're out of sight.
No. That was mandatory. You could have chosen this level before whenever you got that power up. Like,
No, if you mash dash, you can get through that, but since you don't have a dash button, it's actually fairly difficult. Mostly because if you try and mash forward to dash, you just, like, do really short things that don't give you enough distance.
oh.
So you need it. Another Hammer Joe. Really only here to slow
So
you
who
down.
do you think is better at stealing people's powers, Kirby or Mega Man?
Kirby.
Yeah.
Well, Kirby, but only if he doesn't have to keep them. If he has to keep them,
Well, yeah.
it's Mega Man, because at least he can keep his powers to deal with the moles. This is an entire hallway of moles.
Kirby could just eat the moles.
Yeah, but unless they drill into his feet.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you got a hole in your shoe, and you gotta go to the friggin' shoesmith.
Nonsense. Kirby could eat 2 of these and roulette a UFO, then he'd have no problems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The only nice thing about the moles in this game is that since the drop rate for stuff is higher, you can get things with them.
So, they're like
Allowing you
every
to
mole.
use-
Ever.
No, the moles in previous Mega Man games had a much lower drop rate, so they wouldn't give you anything at all.
They look like turkey basters.
Basting me with hop damage.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Good, because it's over there, that skull hole is not a trap, it's an item. But we can't get it without the triple boost. We don't jump high enough.
I keep thinking you're saying Trouble Boost. Then it reminds me of G.I. Joe.
Trouble Boost?
Well, Cobra has this stupid-looking thing called the Trouble Bubble.
Keep that in mind, actually, for later.
Cobra!
It's for later. It's for way later, so just keep it in the back of your mind. Also into the trap. Reggae here drops bombs from higher up on the screen. They don't affect many things, but they can hit guys that are out of your reach. So I guess he's situationally useful.
He seems like a sickeningly efficient weapon, given that you've used none of your energy so far.
Nah, he only uses it whenever he drops a bomb. Just having him out doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's just that you've dropped like 6 or 7 bombs and it's taken like 2 of those small measures.
He has a bowling ball for a helmet.
Yeah. This is Sawman. He jumps around, throws saws. After a little while, he'll try and jump up high and throw the saws at you.
I call foul.
But the acid bubble eats straight through him, so...
I call foul. You said it bounced.
It usually does, if you're close enough.
Oh.
Too bad for Sawman. He was made mostly out of garbage.
Yeah, as everyone knows, green wood just is so susceptible to acid.
It is the most base of materials.
I know what you did there. I'm not gonna laugh.
Speaking of base, we have the iron saw now, which is like the metal blade,
Except
but only
Limpy
goes
Dick.
in 3 directions and falls down. You can use it. You can drop it on enemies if you want, but it's not the worst thing. It's actually fairly powerful. But now that we've got saws, do you know what saws are good against?
Australians?
You're actually right. It's time to magnetize Sandman.